Hello, my name is FreeHappyDolphin and welcome to the Press Start series where we discover new games. Today we play something very new, in fact so new that it hasn't been released yet. We've been given an opportunity to play this before the game's released by its publisher Roguelike. They also sponsored a giveaway of free copies of the game on Steam, so go ahead and look in the description for that info. And now let's get to the game. So what actually is Clonizer? Well, it's a roguelike card game with all good known features from that genre, but it has its own twists. So yeah, let's just dive in and figure out what those are. We have different starting options, starting decks, we have different planets to go through. These are kind of different scenarios you need to go through while you go through the map. All unlocks are here, many different cards, and many different consumables and non-consumable things you can take. So, we have different departments. Let's just start with our and D department. Let's start with normal deck, nothing new here. Let's go through one run like this and see what we can do later. So we go for maybe for medium. We cannot yet access the best one, the hardest version, but let's go for medium difficulty here. So we start off with some bonuses. And we start off with some cards. Start off with field generator. That will be sort of a building we can build each on each map. We have 2 more spaces for it. We'll have some non-consumable goodies, but we'll be hanging out here. Only 3 spots for them. So if you have been playing something like Slay the Spire, you can have a limited amount of those. Well, here you can have only 3. You can change those later on, but yeah, you need to choose what you take and what you give up. Pretty easy. You play the cards, they go from one pile to the other, and you redraw them once you finish up with your draw pile. You have certain mana points, energy points. Here, the blue one is actually action. And this blue represents the same thing. Basically, you can move to the certain area. And your guys, your little clonies in this case, we'll have a few more later on. They are dealing damage based on their HP. That means if HP goes down, it loses its power. And of course, if it goes to 0, it dies. Also, what else I can explain is hull shields. This is your main hub. If it goes down, the run is lost. And this is your HP of the hub. There are some... You can have damage on your main clonizer dealt by external factor. Just some turn will say some amount of damage will be dealt. So you go for shields and you try to not take that damage. Another thing is that if monsters get to your hub, also you get some damage. Otherwise, it's pretty clear. I think we'll get to things. So let's just play cards and let's discover this one. Shields don't go down. You can play them whatever when you want. For example, right now I want to spend all the mana. I go ahead, apply the shield. You will see shields here, and here is incoming damage from Raider, from any enemies displayed by our Raider. If there are none, okay, shield remains for all the time. You can basically apply it any time and have it on, so just use your mana, right? And of course, as it's, you know, free, let's give this guy plus 1 HP. Let's go on and discover the territory. Now I have some damage incoming, and I need to protect it with shields, otherwise I take that damage. So let's just have some shields on. Now, these things. I don't know everything about the game. I played a bit, but I know what this kind of level, this kind of planet actually is, and what's its challenges. You have many different planets with many different objectives, and different opponents that come to you. The only thing that stays is your deck, and of course you build it like in all rogue games, well, with shops and stuff. You have some money. We'll get to that soon. These guys deal range attack, and they kind of hit you hard with 2 damage. The thing is that if you are in this fog, you're immune to range attacks, so you apparently cannot see really well, and well, they don't attack you then. We'll figure out this situation later, I guess. Let's go to these 2 things. In this one we can get more block. We kind of don't need it, but this one actually guides us to the place where can we place this building. We'll have many more buildings, but right now we have only the one that gives us shield. Let's just have it on as quickly as possible to pile up shields, and let's follow it. Let's see where it says you can do some little construction. So we'll go next there, and let's go with our clone there as well. Now here, what I was thinking about is just giving a bit of equipment. As you see, there's different types of cards here. This one is cloning card, this one is equipment, there are some mutation cards, and of course different ones, you know, work in synergies. There are also some synergies, but you have variety of them in hand and give you something, you know, there is a lot of things to play around. But let's see what we can get on this guy. We can gain back action. We can have target ability. So basically damage. It says here deal 1 damage in 1 range. How these guys are dealing damage is just by going on the tile. So that means right now if he shoots us, for example, he just takes us down, we deal no damage back, and we're dead. So we need to get to the place. What we could do is actually, you know, get this one and deal 1 damage to him. He will be 1 less HP, less threat for us, but it still be there, right? So I don't know, maybe it basically doesn't matter between these 2. Flying, yeah, lets you move over impassable tiles. It doesn't matter because regardless he can deal 2 damage to us and take us down. I think this one protects just by being, yeah, units cannot be targeted by ranged attacks here. That means we can. That means if we take 2 HP, we lose 2 HP. If we take flying and take no HP, but we just fly into him, we just do some damage. It's the same result, right? So let's just go in, let's have our fight. He goes to 1 and we die, but we have a lot of clonies. I mean, we are just cloning them, right? That's good. Anyway, let's keep going to our new pile. A lot more clonies. And basically the level ends either if you die or you get those requirements down. This one will have only 2 waves and we just need to get all of them down. Let's build this thing. Building doesn't require any action. You can just go there and have the building on. So yeah, this time we need to get all the aliens off the map. Sometimes you need to collect some resources. Well, there's different planets and different requirements for each level. Now, how do we deal with those guys? Because we cannot really close in there. We could have something like this, like one use. That means it goes away. You don't get it, redraw it, but you can restore all the actions. That's really cool. I think we need to pile a bit of an army into those areas. Boost them a bit and try to snatch it, right? Let's give it HP. Cannot attack us there, so possibly we're just going to reroute here and have massive attack there. And meanwhile, actually, we could just have some shields since we don't have anything else to spend our energy on. So this is discovered area. Let's have more of those. We could just pile our friends there. We can have 3 maximum pieces, I almost said, clonies in one area. Same goes for enemies, of course. Just have maximum amount we can. He cannot really damage us any other way. You know what? I think I'm going to trade it out. Let's go here. I'll kill 1, I do 1 damage to 1, and I can fit 3 here. Now he needs to come in, he cannot attack us in any other way. I see some damage being done. Couldn't apply more shields, I think. But we got 1 damage. Rose shields. Now clear the first wave. And the second will come. We see areas where from we're going to show up. Let's group up here. Let's go into that fog to be safe. Oh, this one is really powerful. All cloning cards get +1 HP. That's why you sometimes want to have, like, I don't have any more, but these are cloning. You saw that feature being on the card. You want to have those synergies. So all of those things from, you know, rogue type card games where you can have a lot of synergies. Also, I unlocked few stuff, and I'm really excited to go into that, because I did play this type of deck before. I just want to show the basics for you guys, but there's something more waiting for us. It's quite cool, actually. Yeah, this is one use. I don't like it to use it. Kind of would like to snatch this one before enemies come. You know, they can potentially go and destroy me, but this is one use. This is kind of handy because we have those ranged guys. You need to close in somehow, right? Anyway, we get this. Yeah, you see, this one is equipment, this one is cloning. So our cloning cards get +1 HP. Really cool. Now as we play it, it has more HP right away. That's pretty cool, but I think the level is over. We can just clear them like this. Actually, population is 4. I think it's opponents, right? Yeah. One of them is hiding right there, I believe. Some damage incoming. Let's shield. Let's not waste that, as we now, after this battle, we continue with HP what's left on us. So let's not just throw that away. And we could upgrade it. And not see anyone coming yet, but they cannot range attack us, right? So we will still be able to make a shot. Yeah, 2 of those there. Can now range because we got a gun from that card. Now, this little thing, I think we won't be able to play it, but basically you can have some buildings, you can have those cards appearing, what you can collect. Also, there are some friends you can boom bot in this case, but you can call on your side. Usually they have more movement points. Yeah, as we see, this one it has 2, but yeah, it's disabled, so we need to get there and have it. But at the time that we get it, the game will be over, since we'll clear the second wave. Actually, you know what? We can just do it right now. Here we go. Cleared our first level and fly out. Fly out to the map. The map actually looks really like usual rogue games, rogue card games. Get a bit of the gold. We have some nice credit resource. And we could skip here, as usually, you know, if you find cards what doesn't work with your deck, of course. But we can pick some things and see if that works with us, right? Holo shields. Now, I really like this one, and especially it works with our shield generator. I'm just thinking, yeah, possibly it just counts for the shielding that we put on. I would really not like to trade my HP, hull HP, for energy, but otherwise this is kind of cool. It costs 0, right? So it's nice. This one also looks like a strong card. This one is one use and this one is not, right? On target. I think it later upgrades to an area. That means that this one says on target tile. So effectively, you know, one guy, or maybe 3 actually, maybe 3 would work, would get some upgrade. But if an area usually is bigger, like, how to say, bigger hexagonal shape. You have 3 diagonal tiles near each other, right? I really like this one. I like that tempo. Invention, another type of cards. Now this one says in target tile as well. Overload. If you have 7 or more cards, we don't have a lot of card draw. You can just ramp up energy, but you know, energy is not good if you have no card draw. Hull shields. Dupe bursts are kind of really cool. Because if you have not super strong guys, like we had 1-1, 1 HP, 1 attack, which is actually the same, 1 HP and 1 action, you cannot close in on a lot of stuff. I really like this one. There are some buildings that work together. Let's pick this up. I think it's a nice addition. And there we go. We have the map. Actually, it prolongs quite far. You see many different planets that are going to be there. We have different options. And actually, like this one, specialization of Cloney, you know, sell some stuff with our main deck type, because we chose Cloney deck, I feel. I think it was called like this. These things are also unlockable, so many different things to unlock here. I think at the start, let's go just for a shop, since we haven't... Oopsie. Well, I guess we have one more card. Because we haven't spent a lot of money, let's see what I actually bought. I double click that one. Stopwatch. No, Topwatch. Gain 3 shields and benefits from Overload. And gain 2 shields next turn. Well, not terrible in terms of shields. We still want to have card draw, which possibly we want to have anyway, right? Quirkies. Haven't seen this one yet. Yeah, restores actions after equipping piece of equipment. Oh, we have one card of that kind, right? Yeah, so far. That would also mean that I would, you know, need to kind of change my deck a bit to those Quirkies, because Quirky is apparently some kind of unit like we have Clonies, right? So different synergies would be applying. We have mutation as well. Also, there's some kind of unit you can apply it to. Yeah, we don't have those inventions. I'd really like to stack those actually. I think let's get this one. It's one use, it won't like pile our deck too much, and it's useful. If we want to have it out for some reason, we can. With, for example, card removal. Also, there are some on the map, of course. But it doesn't really crowd our deck because it's one use and it's kind of cool. Let's have this. And let's see what we can get for those credits. Paycheck. Actually, we can choose 2 of those. And I think shops are kind of rare. Well, there's another one here. Just thinking, should I really spend both? I have 3 actually here. Well, it's nice run, I guess. Haven't seen those really that often. Anyway, okay, in 1 stack. When you add a card to your deck, 3 stacks. Next card you add gets upgraded. I feel it's really good early on, right? Next, I like these 2. We can of course reroll it for 1 of the cost. I don't know what this is exactly. Paycheck. 1 presence. But I really like these 2. I mean, curiosity, you know, kill the cat, but I really like those 2. Especially early on, I think they're extremely good. Can get this one as well. Mutation. So I think this one is applicable to all things, but some things benefit from this one extra. Let's take this one. Again, we want to have our guys stronger. Let's go here as well. Let's see what we can get. So specialize Cloney. Basically, yeah, we have those Mutati, Dupi, Quirky, whatever you want to pronounce them. Like, I'm sure it's a better way of doing that, but yeah. So after mutating means I get the card on it like this one. That means it mutates. Now, this is kind of cool because we have that dupe burst, what we can get, at least 1 for now. But if you have many of them, you can just make your things little bombs, right? Just have a lot of splash damage, let's say. I like this one. I think it's powerful. So one of our things, one of our guys, been kind of mutated, if you will, to better kind. Let's go for another shop. We can't really get anything here, but let's just look around for the cards. This one is kind of cool. And we have another planet. So having a single type of everything is extremely environment friendly and great. Yeah, it works with nice synergies, so that's for sure. So in this one we need to mine precious I don't know what this is. I don't know what map does. We have heat waves every 2 turns, maybe? Every 3 to 5, so it's random. Okay. A bit less dangerous than I thought, but it deals 2 damage if you're not on that ice space. Apparently there's ice in desert and you can hide in it from any heat. Though we have some special edition there, miners I guess. And yeah, maybe we need to mine more phone points can be mined by employees spending an action. Okay, let's get this guy. Let's mutate it immediately. Okay, let's have it. 12. Okay, so we need a lot of those. It gives only 1, and we have a lot of damage incoming. Very persistent stays in the hand no matter what. Great, after 2 points of ore is collected. It's not my card. I guess it's been given for me just for this level. Upgrades. Let's upgrade it though. It doesn't say only 1 use, so we can cycle it, but you know, kind of good. We have only 1 shield card. That means we kind of need to take damage. I don't believe we can have any card draw. It's kind of unfortunate. Let's drill these guys. Let's go for that construction. Actually, we can have 1 more shield. I believe it would apply before this thing. We'll see. It should be 4 damage. We'll see if it goes to 4 or to 3. Let's go. Yeah. You need to hold if there's actions left incomplete. And as you see, there's 4 actions left incomplete. They're kind of waving for you if you're not sure. But if you have no actions, it just goes with 1 click. Kind of handy. Okay, this one. Worth 2 points. That's cool. Let's go here, as we no longer need actually shields for this one. And we got that shield after, so it applies for another turn. Kind of useful to know. We have seen more enemies here. Pretty cool. Keep going with this. 3 points. Wow, I think I'm completing this before any enemies show up. It's usually there's some annoying enemies around. Overload. We don't have overload. This one does reset after. It should reset when you get mutation. Now, because it's actually a different thing, it needs to kill things. Actually, it's a super cool card. When it kills an enemy in combat, that means it has some kind of regeneration. Even though it does not really work like this, you just lose HP and it's gone. You don't even know what's the max bin. But this is kind of cool. Actually, I really like this one. There's different things you can add, and it kind of looks the same. I didn't really read the name to tell you what it is, but there are different things you can get. This one is kind of cool mutation you can have. So HP. Let's have this one, the pinnacle. Let's see if we can get. It's kind of not good, right? Yeah, let's wait until we can get those on 1 tile. Yep, kind of better. Let's have some shields. And we still have, yeah, we have unused cards, so. Yeah, here we go, those guys show up. Carrots, that's what we have in desert, apparently. And they work like normal enemies, except if you deal at least 1 damage to them, they just go on the ground. And that actually doesn't protect them from the heat. That means usually they will contest this tile. For example, this will go here and will kill my guy, and he will stay here and still be okay. But we can actually trick him, because we can go here, find him there, he goes down in the ground, and he will be killed because the heat wave is coming, as you see, from those drops. So it's kind of cool. Let's go here. Actually, this is not good. Action there. We have a lot of ore from this one. Let's mine here as well. Create a bit of shields. Let's kill them. Oh, to ore? Oh no, to enemies. Okay, that's kind of good. Let's have some more shields, and shields right now. One use. Okay, let's keep those few things. Everything is done here. Nobody's waving, and this is cooked carrot, I guess. I guess that's how we call it. Let's mine this one, and let's mine this one. 2 damage. Oh, okay. Save our guys. Yeah, one more. Really good. So that will be the last one. I actually can just finish this one. And now it should be done. Yeah, and we evacuate while we leave our population down there. Lovely, right? Thank you for watching this press start episode. This was Free Happy Dolphin, and see you soon.